Hello, everybody. Welcome to the audio commentary for American Ninja, another amazing 80s schlock movie, which is just awesome. So, Boyan Dulovic here. I'm joined by my bro.
What's up?
That's him. All right, guys. So, if you want to watch the movie with us, get your copy ready, and start in 3, 2, 1, and play. All right. Oh yeah,
Orion. No.
Canon.
Sorry. Wait, Canon and Orion is not the same?
No, it's not the same. No, I mean they both went down.
For similar shitty movies.
No, Canon Film defined our childhood.
That's true.
They made all the 80s schlock, 80s 70s schlock movies. Well, actually, they had a few hits every once in a while.
I like the fact that things like consistency and logic never got in the way of making a movie for them. It's just...
Dude, have you seen the documentary on Canon?
Yeah.
So it's called Electric Boogaloo. Look it up. It's a great documentary detailing the rise and demise of Canon films. It was basically started by two Jewish guys from Israel, Golem and I'm gonna butcher their names. Menachem was one of them, and so they moved to the States in the 70s, and I think they bought Canon, back then, and started doing their own, and it got so out of control. At some point, they were making like 70, 80 movies per month. Jeez. They didn't even know what the hell they were doing anymore.
It shows in the quality of the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Although this is the one exception. This is an amazing movie.
You know what, man? It really is. The one credit you got to give to Canon is they actually started the whole ninja craze in the 80s. It really was them, right?
Yeah.
If you watch any of the ninja movies from the late 70s and 80s, it's all Canon, right?
Yeah, I like the fact this movie starts right away. There's no build up. There's no, we're going to spend a half an hour introducing characters. No, fuck it. We're right in it.
Yeah. So now this movie, it's obviously military base, U.S. military base in...
Philippines.
It's the Philippines, right?
I think so.
They never... No, actually, I do think they make it clear. Yeah, no, I think it is the Philippines, yeah.
Because I don't understand the timeline. So this is, what, the 80s?
Yeah.
Why are they in the Philippines? Is there a coup or something?
Well, I mean...
Or is this still based on, like, Vietnam and they have troops there? I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, I have no idea about that timeline. I mean, let's be real. Does it matter?
No, I guess.
We're talking about ninjas here, dude.
Yeah. This is a movie that takes place in the Philippines, has Filipino ninjas. There's literally one Japanese guy in this whole movie.
Well, that's the whole thing. Okay, so there's 4 American ninja movies, right? Well, there's 5, but the 5th one is a bastard child, which doesn't actually belong to it. So 4. In none of them, unless I'm wrong, in none of them does anyone ever fight a Japanese ninja. Where the ninjas come from. It's in this one. It's I guess he's a Filipino ninja. Then in the second one, it's in the Caribbeans.
Caribbean ninjas.
Yeah. Well, actually, he looks more. Yeah, the guy actually looks like a Latin ninja in the second one. I'm not really sure.
It's diversity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then in the third one, is just this weird thing where, well, actually, the third one has a woman. She looks like she could be Japanese.
Okay, so
maybe.
I think there is a couple. I'm reading the titles here. There's Fujioka, Yamashita. So it looks like there is a couple ninjas, but
yeah,
probably wearing masks so you don't even see them.
Well, the guy. Okay, so his mentor, right? Is that a Japanese actor?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's all over the place, and
great soundtrack though.
The soundtrack is great, dude. And honestly, Michael Dudikoff, so the guy who is the American Ninja,
sounds like a 12-year-old girl. It's the most high-pitched voice I've ever heard for an adult male.
His voice needs work. However, he's got the looks, man.
Very handsome fellow.
Not handsome too, but also he's got that intense stare, right?
He doesn't talk much in this movie,
which is good.
Yeah. Less is more.
Yeah. So, right now, what's happening in the movie? The daughter of the general is being escorted to, I don't know, I guess they're driving home, and there's a bunch of military guys
escorting her. And
and
weapons,
I guess they got the weapons in the trucks, and they're being ambushed now by local militia, I guess. And then pretty soon there's going to be ninjas involved.
I haven't seen this movie in years. Let's see how it holds up.
You know what? I just saw it the other day, just, in preparation. And it still holds up, man. If you want some mindless entertainment, but, with an actually okay storyline, it's still fine, right? Now, apparently, Michael Dudikoff was actually a dancer.
Oh.
Yeah, so, that's a good thing for choreography, right? Because he's not a martial artist, he can't fight, but, he can do choreography, he can remember the moves and all that stuff. And he does get better. Actually, the second movie is my favorite one. It's kind of like Star Wars versus Empire. Star Wars will always be Star Wars because it came first, but Empire really is the better movie.
And you're really stretching it comparing this movie to Star Wars. I mean, I understand you like it. It's nostalgic, but there's limits to nostalgia.
All right, listen. This movie, this scene right now, it reminds me of Shakespeare.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. It's when Luke finds out Vader was his father. No.
I mean, obviously, I'm not comparing the quality of the movies, but just in the sense that the second one actually. There's more happening. There's better action scenes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And his choreography, his fight choreography, it's better in the second one as well.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. I know it's been a concern.
Yeah. Come on, let's take it.
Now, what I find hilarious though, so all the soldiers, they're just standing there. They're afraid because the guys have weapons. One guy starts fighting. They're like, "Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!" Why did you need encouragement to just fucking fight? You're a soldier.
Yeah. It's not like you have training to do this. Some good fight choreography.
Yeah, there's some good ones, and then there's some,
less good ones.
like these two who are basically just making love to each other.
Yeah. And here comes our first Filipino ninja.
He fights like a ninja.
So what was the? I guess we'll find out. But were the militias hired by the ninjas?
So, well, they'll clarify it as we go on, but. Yeah, basically.
Don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
It'll ruin the movie otherwise.
So basically, the militia hired the ninjas, and also the spoiler alert if you haven't seen this 30-year-old movie, the father of the chick there, the general, he's also in on it, but we'll talk about it when we get there. So him and the lead of the militia, who's also this creepy French guy.
Yeah.
I think he's French. He looks like he's got a French accent, or sounds like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're in on it, but the general is actually a good guy who is in on it for the right reason. It was kind of a half-assed way of making the general still be the good guy, even though he's with the bad guys.
So the general allowed his daughter to get kidnapped?
No, he didn't know that because they weren't supposed to get kidnapped. Because Michael Dudikoff kind of fucked it up for everyone by getting involved, right? They were just supposed to stand on the sidelines, and they were just going to steal everything and leave everyone alone. Right?
Oh, gotcha.
So he kind of messed it up, which is why they're going to be mad at him, even though he rescued the daughter of the general, right?
Gotcha.
And then this intense ninja right here, he is basically. I don't think they were supposed to get involved, but now they are because of shit hit the fan. I mean, look, hey, this is good stuff.
It's good stuff. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And apparently he's faster than a bullet.
Yeah.
Hiya!
Ooh, that hurt.
That's gonna hurt, yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
I guess ninjas are not bulletproof.
Yeah.
Holy. I forgot how violent this movie is.
I know, man. Good old 80s. Is this even R-rated? Yeah, I guess it would be R.
Well, I don't think they had an R rating back then.
No, they did.
What
yeah.
year was this?
No, this was early 80s, I think. Or mid 80s.
R rating was after. Yeah, no, you're right. They didn't have a PG-13.
No, they didn't have PG. Yeah. They would go from PG. Actually,
it was PG and R.
PG and R, yeah. Yeah, Spielberg introduced PG-13 with Jaws.
No, Indiana 2.
Oh, that's right, Temple of Doom. Yeah.
That actress is. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else.
She's been in quite a few things. She was in Friday the 13th Part 5.
Oh.
Actually, she has a skinny dipping scene. So if you want to see her boobs, that's the right
I'll put that on my to-do list.
Yeah. And she was in. I don't think her career ever took off, but she was consistently in stuff.
Is she like half Asian or half Latin? Looks like she's a mix.
I mean, I would assume half Asian, which would make sense. I mean, I always assumed that her dad married a Filipino.
Yeah.
Chick, since it's in the Philippines. I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I see now he's asking who is he. Because I don't think, the fat dude, the
general.
Well, the general, he's not the general, he's the captain, whatever.
Yeah.
He's in on it, right? So he is actually a bad guy, but the other guy is not in on it.
Nice, great production. Like
They
actually shot it in the jungle.
Oh no, they actually went there, absolutely. I mean, that's one thing. It's not a fair statement to say that Canon was a shit company that made shit movies. It's kind of they did a lot of it, absolutely. But then
some of it stuck. And even those bad movies still had good production value. Some of them, obviously. Yeah.
It's this mix. Like, look at his eyes, man. There's so much intensity there.
He's got the killer eyes.
He does.
I just appreciate when a movie is shot on location.
Yeah.
Because I just watched Justice League and it's all in a soundstage in front of green screen.
I haven't seen it yet.
Everything. It's just bad.
Yeah.
But this is like, wow, let's go to the jungle and shoot it there.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is definitely not a Indiana Jones Part 4 movie.
No.
The one we still refuse to acknowledge its existence.
What movie? What are you talking about? A jungle baby.
So this is now where we go from I hate you to oh my god, I love you.
Her character on one sense is like she's tough, right? She fights back.
Yeah.
On the other hand, she's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to be that annoying? Like you realize he just saved your life. I mean.
But you know what? She does a good job walking that fine line between, obviously she comes across as this spoiled rich girl, right? But then at the same time, she redeems herself and, she becomes a character you actually root for and you care for, right? As the movie unfolds. Which is a hard thing to do.
Michael Dudikoff.
Dudikoff.
Great.
Apparently, the way how he got noticed was he was dating either the daughter or the friend of the daughter of Menachem, one of the two guys. Something like that. That's how he was noticed. And I guess they got him to audition. And another thing people don't know or forget about Canon, they launched the careers of a lot of guys. Jean-Claude Van Damme started with Canon. Chuck Norris started with Canon. Pierce Brosnan? Yeah. He didn't start with Canon, but when his career came really to an end after Death Wish, the first one, Canon did all the other Death Wish movies.
No, you're talking about
no, not Pierce Brosnan. Pierce.
No, not Pierce.
Brosnan something.
Charles Brosnan.
Charles Brosnan. Sorry. Yeah, I knew it was Bronson Sun.
Yeah.
And they did all the other ones, which, granted, most of them were crap. But the second one is actually, apparently, it's actually really good. I don't remember much of it, but it's supposed to be really good. So, you know, they had their moments.
It's amazing how all the ninjas are shown here in the daylight. You think you would introduce them at night where it's more scary, but they're like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. They do that actually throughout all of the movies. They're always in the daylight. I mean, sometimes during night, but yeah. This is when
speaking.
I know. I mean, he suffers from that same, thing. Oh, look at those muscles.
Damn, it's got a six-pack too.
Yeah, man. He suffers from the same thing that, a lot of actors, action heroes at that time suffered from, which was they look great. They can pull it. They can pull off the action, but the moment they start talking, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love the guy, but the moment he starts talking, everything goes out the window.
You need to go to Santa Barbara.
It is a very challenging thing.
I challenge you to fight. Like, okay, let's not do that. just fight.
And he's no different. I mean, he's got this very tiny.
We need to run away from the ninjas. We're gonna get the ninjas. So this is the guy's father.
Yeah. Now, so he knew. I'm pretty sure he knew that this ambush was supposed to happen, but he didn't know Dudikoff was going to get involved. Or Joe Armstrong, the American Ninja.
What about the guy on the left here? Does he know?
No, he doesn't know. He's a good guy. He's a sidekick, basically. Yeah. He becomes the delivery boy, more or less, and the sidekick to Joe Armstrong and Curtis Jackson, who we are about to meet right now. Yeah, bye-bye.
That dude looks like a G.I. Joe character.
Yeah.
Like an action figure.
Curtis Jackson, what's the guy's real name? James something. Fuck, I forgot. Anyway, he is basically, he is what's lacking with Michael Dudikoff, right? Because with Michael Dudikoff, you've got the intense stare and everything, but then you get Curtis Jackson, and he compliments him beautifully, right? Which is what got lost in the third one and even the fourth one, because Curtis Jackson, the actor, actually died after the third one, right? So that's why he wasn't back in the fourth one, which really sucks, right? So that's why the first two are the best. That's basically American Ninja movies, and then after that, in the third one, it's Curtis Jackson and another guy. And then in the fourth one, it's that other guy and Michael Dudikoff comes back without Curtis Jackson. Gotcha. Which is, it's okay. But, he's, what I love about Curtis Jackson, the character, he walks that fine line between being tough, but the dude's also hilarious.
And very likable, too.
Very likable. Exactly. Yeah. Very charming, likable, but he can definitely kick your ass.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's great. And I love the guy in the background. He's like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I just waiting for you here?
He's waiting for a tip. Shit ain't free.
You gonna buy some bananas or not?
Boy, they look great considering they were just in like swamp water and like
I know, hey?
all the clothes are dry.
Look at the product in both of their hair.
She's got the perfect hair and makeup pretty much.
Now look at this high school scene right here. It's like, oh my God. So what do you want to do? Nothing. Okay. I guess I'll see you later. Okay. Bye. Oh, I love you.
Oh, boner.
But you know what, man? Again, I say the same thing of this movie that I did of Commando. The women are not sexualized. I mean, they're beautiful women, but they're not sexualized. They're actually given the proper respect.
Yeah, it's the 80s, and they're more kick-ass than they are in some of the movies now, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that gets lost sometimes when people keep saying, strong women in movies these days. I'm like, watch movies of the 80s. There were so many strong women, man. In some cases, they were actually better written characters than a lot of characters now, which is just a sad statement.
Mm-hmm. I love the big picture of Ronald Reagan.
I know.
It dates the movie right away.
They couldn't find a bigger picture.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got paid for it. I mean...
No, you don't get, because you're a public figure.
But he was an actor, though.
No, it doesn't matter. You're still a public figure.
Yeah, I guess,
They can use your image.
Yeah.
Date of birth unknown.
Unknown. Could you write exposition in any worse way? Now, okay, this is the part that never made sense to me. Okay, so about they say 6 years ago, but that doesn't make sense. It must be because he looks like he's in his mid-20s.
So let's say he was 19.
Yeah, but when they cut back to the flashbacks, he looks like he's like 13.
No, it says age 16 in reform school.
Okay, so
that means he's only 22 right now.
I guess he could be 22. Yeah,
hard to tell. Yeah, everybody looked older in the 80s.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
I don't know why.
So according to this, he was not in on this island or not in the Philippines. I mean, but he was somewhere in that region when he was a kid. Maybe again his parents were in the military.
Yeah.
Right, and then he lost his memory, and then he was found by the dude.
Sorry, I guess Curtis was just saying, "Look, guys, I know our morale is low, so let's just go hit the showers." What are you trying to say here? Is that gonna boost the morale in the shower? You know, play around and like, gotcha, hit him with a towel. Interesting. I'm sure he didn't mean it like that, but
yeah. Look at that room, man. It looks like a teenager's room with all the posters.
Yeah. Well, all these guys are supposed to be like 21 years old. The guy's like balding over there. Like, yeah, I just finished high school.
So they're all mad at him because he got involved and rescued the daughter.
But they lost 4 men.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he didn't get involved, for all we know, they could have killed everyone. So
yeah, they don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bit of a dick move on their part just to, be mad at him.
He doesn't talk much in this movie.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, when you hear him talk.
Yeah.
Less is more.
I mean, in the second one, he definitely talks more. And it's a bit better. Okay, so here we go. There we cut to
Mr. Miyagi.
Basically. So he found him, and he raised him to be a ninja, and then he lost his...
There was an explosion, right?
There was an explosion, and then he lost his memory. That's right.
Then the U.S. found him.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't know how he got onto the island in the first place, and how that...
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Miyagi found him to begin
They
with.
never explained that. And then, coincidentally, he's now on this in this part of the world, and also his master is there too. That's the one thing where you go, well, that's a big coincidence. I mean, he went back to the States and then joined the military, and then all of a sudden he's back to the same place where his master is.
Yeah,
that's the only part where I'm like, I can buy the ninjas. This is a little too, too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the creepy French guy.
I don't, is he French or Spanish? It looks like the subtitles are Spanish.
Oh, actually, is he? Oh, he's got it sounds like a French accent to me.
So is this all about drugs? I'm assuming, like they're shipping the drugs back.
Weapons.
Oh, weapons.
Yeah. That's why they stole all the weapons from the military.
Oh, they tried.
Well, they tried, yeah.
Hmm.
And so we get
Shinyuki. The only Japanese guy here.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, this year. So he was a Japanese soldier who was unaware that the war has been over for years.
Yeah.
That's actually based on a real guy. I was reading about. There's a guy who was like in the jungle of the Philippines for 30 years after the war ended.
Wow.
Because he never got
shit.
orders that it was over, so he just kept continuing his fighting.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck is this?
I know.
Holy. There's a half-naked man hitting a drum. This is the Ninja Academy, I guess. Alright, this is a little ridiculous.
No, this is definitely ridiculous. I mean, I'm just I'm just waiting for the playground. Like, where is?
Yeah, really.
All right, guys, recess time.
Yeah, get the snacks out. I like how all the ninjas have different colored clothing. I guess depending on. Okay, you guys are the jumping ninjas.
Okay, what's the point of? He's literally jumping on a trampoline.
Yeah, I don't.
Where in the real world are you gonna have a trampoline to jump on?
And like, how bad is it that? Oh, you gotta wear the purple.
Look at it. They got the anatomy of a human for no reason, just randomly placed.
This is the French guy's private army of ninjas.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it be better to get like some special ops guys, so the French Foreign Legion, people with guns? It's like, it's cool if you can throw a punch, but if you can shoot, that's a little better.
Well, that is the magic of being a ninja.
Ninjutsu.
Ninjutsu kicks ass. So here we have the 4'5" ninja.
Yeah.
Dudley.
So
Who fights 5 guys who patiently wait their turn.
Yeah, hold on, my turn.
Look at that guy lying on the ground,
Yeah.
slowly getting up. He barely touched him.
But isn't this kind of bad advertising? Because he's beating up 5 guys who he trained. So,
Yeah.
That's a good of a job you did training them, like, Ooh. Love the mustache.
Plus, on top of that, you just spend God knows how many years training those guys. You're just gonna basically kill them.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't just find someone randomly.
That's funny. Well, now he's gonna kill one of his own guys.
Yeah. In a move that makes no sense.
Well, that can't be good for morale. Maybe they should go take a shower. They're deeply honored to die at his hands. Yeah, that's nice.
The guys in the background are going, "Shit, man, you're next."
Yeah, you go train with him. I don't wanna.
Yeah, so this is where the weapons are. I mean, at least this is grounded in, somewhat of reality. In the second one, the bad guy is actually creating a genetically modified super soldiers and making them ninjas.
Why not?
Which coincidentally is the exact same plot of the third one.
Yeah. Well, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Just reuse it.
Cash on delivery. So do you take Visa? You can swipe it up my butt.
I want the reward smiles.
Imagine a drug buster. The guy's like, "Hey, can I pay with my Visa?
Yeah.
I'm so close to getting a lot of points."
I have Apple Pay. I'm just gonna tap it.
Oh yeah, this is now the fighting scene.
Oh yeah, this is how men bonded in the 80s. They fought each other, and
That's right, baby.
then they gained respect.
Yeah, and then they showered together. That's how it works.
Gotcha.
It's the circle of life. So this is now the scene when Curtis Jackson, who is more or less introduced as, basically a dick, right? But then, he makes a transition into a lovable guy. And they do... Okay, so this is obviously after Star Wars, right? Now, remember that, and you'll see what I mean in a scene coming up when they start fighting.
Okay.
Look at
So
that
intense.
mustache, man. Look at that mustache. That is.
Yeah. You don't see that nowadays.
No. See, Curtis has he's got the voice, right? Which obviously Joe Armstrong lacks.
Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
So they got him talk, which makes sense. And, they got Armstrong, he's got the intense look. So it's a beautiful combo, man.
Yeah, they're not really in the same weight class, though. Armstrong's got like probably 20 pounds of muscle on him.
Yep.
Maybe more.
Well, 5 pounds is just in the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Curtis Jackson?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Curtis.
Oh, yeah, fighting star.
Wow.
But look, it's them, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's them doing it. Now, I think Curtis Jackson, the actor, I think he had some kind of martial arts training or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, if not, he's faking it well.
Oh, it's called acting.
Is that what it is?
Hang on. There's now. I think after. I mean, this is them doing it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think it's now he's gonna. Okay, all right. So remember my Star Wars reference? Pay attention.
So who threw water on him? Was it Michael?
Yeah. Let's go, man.
Hey, he moves.
Bow,
He keeps
baby.
throwing him on the
Yeah.
ground. Boom, boom.
I mean, this is nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
all done in camera. You
Yep.
can tell it's them.
Yeah. There's no stunt guys
There's
here.
no quick cuts, which I hate.
Yeah. This is the only part where I'm like, that's a bit of a cheap trick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one. Remember Star Wars when Luke put on the helmet?
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Ah, it's not.
Come
bad.
on.
Come on. I think you're.
And he can sense.
Well, it's probably not sense, but you can just hear him.
Well,
You can smell him.
I'm
He's
just-
like already. I smelt them.
So he now gained his respect.
You offered him a hand. That's
Yep.
what. He didn't walk away.
That's right. I love this part. Hey, baby. Let go of my hand, you creep.
That's again, I think man should not hold hands for more than 2 seconds. Anything more than that, it gets awkward. Let's go take a shower.
No, I love this part when actually it's in a later scene. Oh wait, no, right here. Where'd you pick up these moves? In the streets.
The back alleys of Manila. Use his own energy to defeat him. It's Jujutsu.
So the Sarge is your typical 80s, authoritarian dick,
Yeah.
right? Who has to have a cigar
Mm.
all times.
Mm.
He's got a slight of a... Does he have a New York accent?
Can't tell. Yeah, maybe.
And Joe Armstrong has been demoted to picking up
duty.
garbage. Yeah. Look at that bike, man. Nice.
Kawasaki.
Is it?
So it's amazing though. Like looks like they really shot this on a military base. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's tanks, there's trucks. I mean,
Yeah,
this wasn't a cheap movie.
This is definitely not in a back alley.
No.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure they actually shot this in the Philippines, so it would be cheaper to shoot it there than in the U.S. So, I mean, that's the one thing with Canon. They shot these movies, not just the American Ninja movies, but all of their movies all over the world, wherever it made sense, right? again, the one thing that I'm so glad, growing up in the 80s and 90s, is that we had these movies because companies like Canon, they were really the independent studios. They had an idea and they did movies. They weren't part of Hollywood. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
And we need that nowadays. We need more of that. Not necessarily the crap that they made, but just that kind of a maverick attitude. Let's just make a movie.
Yeah, go on location.
Yeah.
Forget the green screen shit.
Yeah.
I like this.
Although if you watch the documentary on Canon, you'll have an equal amount of people, say I just want Canon to burn to the ground,
Yeah.
especially the ones who worked for them. So I understand both sides of the coin.
Ooh, there's the daughter. Look at that.
Look at those 80s colors.
Yep.
Neon blue, baby. Look at that intensity in his eyes, man. I love Curtis. Like, yep, I get it.
She's the colonel's daughter.
See, the love story in the movie, I mean, the movie could do without it, right? And they do walk a fine line between going overboard, because some people don't like it. I think it's just enough. I think that the story is just enough there to, support the main story and, so that things make sense, right? But it doesn't go overboard, and even though, of course, it's 80s cheese, I mean, you're going to have that, but it's still more acceptable, in terms of solid storytelling.
Oh, these guys are bonding like crazy.
Oh, yeah. They're all oiled up and everything.
Half naked, can't stop touching each other.
Yeah, that's the 80s, baby. So now they're fooling him into seeing the girl, right? So he's telling him the story which Jackson and him, the sidekick guy, made up.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's all basically just to get the, which again is kind of convenient because, how did you know that he was going to agree to take the note, that Joe Armstrong was going to agree to take the note, right? But okay, so the way he escapes the base, ridiculous doesn't quite cut it.
Yeah. I remember there's some being like
with the motorbike.
Yeah. I like how he gets really nicely dressed to deliver a note.
So okay. So in the previous scene, the sidekick guy said he has to deliver this in 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
They cut to this shot. He had to shower. He had to get dressed. You would have taken him at least an hour to do that.
Yeah.
So we're led to assume that all this happened in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so there's no one here, right? This is a military base, and apparently no one is here. And also, conveniently, there's this ramp going up, which is just randomly placed there, right?
Whoa.
And look at that. You can tell it's not him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would have fucked up the bike. That wasn't a soft landing. Hi.
Man, look at the scenery, dude.
Must have been the Japanese guy who did all the landscaping. One guy landscapes the whole island. He must be busy.
Now, another thing about most of the American Ninja movies, the first three, they all take place on an island. It's only the fourth one that finally got away from that. Now, again, look at her. Beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she looks beautiful and everything, but not sexualized.
Very natural.
Natural, exactly.
Have a nice time. Gotcha.
Now, of course, they picked the one restaurant where the Sarge goes to. Bit of a problem.
That's probably a small island.
Cue the 80s music.
Very romantic.
Bit of a well, it's not a montage. I guess it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a driving around the island montage.
And in all this time, nobody notices that he's gone.
No.
The guy who's on the shit list of everyone.
Yeah, literally, he's been.
It's not like he's low key, man.
Yeah. What are you gonna get? I'll get the fish. I don't think they have fish here. It's an island. Of course they have fish.
I love how he looks at the menu and he's like, "Oh shit!" He goes, "I'll have the breadsticks and water, please."
Cheeseburger, double fries.
So, do they have an IHOP around here, or?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Da da da.
Just hide underneath the table. Oh, don't worry about my dad. He's only like a colonel or whatever. Hey.
Oh, Ortega. So
Spanish.
he is. Okay, so he's Spanish. All right, fine.
Señor Ortega.
Ortega.
They're talking about killing somebody right in front of the cook. I mean, could you be a little more discreet?
The cook's like, I'm gonna go on a 5-hour break until you creeps are gone.
I'm gonna need a really big tip to not open my mouth.
Or don't tip at all. That's cool, man. That's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nice house.
Real estate must be cheap in the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, we live in Vancouver, so
Nothing cheap here.
Anywhere outside of the city is cheaper. Oh, look at the cute moment. So you like my bike, baby? Yeah, I like your bike.
Kissa.
Do it. You want to come in? My dad's home. He likes you.
Yeah. We're just going to go into my room and...
I mean, if I was him, I would have dropped her off like 5 blocks,
Yeah.
away from the
While
house.
still driving, just throw off the bike.
All right, then go. Let's go.
Go.
Do. It's like half of them are still sleeping.
Oops. Get up.
Oh, hey, Sarge. Sorry, man. It's been a long night.
Wouldn't it be funny? He gets up, he has a giant boner. Awkward.
There's a pigeon and flies and just lands on his boner. You thought you were sent to the reform school over here, huh? Look at that. Look at the Sarge's facial expression, man. He goes from happy Santa to really creepy Santa.
He definitely didn't have his morning coffee.
Been there. Is he wearing contacts? Dudikoff.
No.
No?
I think his eyes are just a bit watery.
It feels like his eyes are more inside of his eye socket than usual. Gives him that menacing look.
Could be.
Or I could be analyzing the shit out of this.
Yeah. Way too much.
Yeah.
This movie doesn't warrant that much of an explanation.
I love this. Pre-internet, pre-computers. They had a giant blackboard to write shit on. Privacy, 0.
Yeah.
So they send him now to this warehouse to, I guess, get something done, and that's a setup, right? Because he's going to be greeted by ninjas. I guess he's picking up the truck and delivering it there, right? Look at the guy on the left. He's like, "What the fuck? I don't fucking know."
Those are just two extras. Yeah, just nod your head. You don't need to know what he's saying.
They're smoking, which means they're bad guys.
Yes.
Remember, it's the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the music is awesome in this movie.
It's an abandoned warehouse. Somebody's gonna show up.
Ninja! See, the good thing about ninjas is you can hear them from a mile away because they always announce themselves. Hi-ya!
So much for being stealthy.
The other guy's waiting his turn patiently. There you go. You know another movie we should do? Ninja Academy.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah. It was a spiritual sequel to this one. Or prequel, actually.
Yeah, I don't know which one came first. Actually, is that a canon movie?
Probably.
Can't remember now.
Wow.
Ooh. I mean, I don't think there's any blood in this movie, though.
No.
Hiya! They all conveniently fall onto something.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a mattress or a bag of rice or...
Now look at this. Is a really nice shot, though.
Yeah.
A silhouette.
Yeah, it's really good.
You don't really have to do anything. Just pan over and, you know, it's implied that something's going to happen. And then bow. Out the window. Beautiful.
I'm genuinely impressed by all the action.
Yeah, dude.
Very good, very good.
I'm not joking when I say this is a really solid movie. I mean, I'm looking for stuff to make fun of because that's the whole point of this. But you know what? I'm actually I'm enjoying it too.
Yeah. It's like, could you make this more shitty?
Please fuck it up more. I got nothing to say.
Man, the bad guy's gonna run out of ninjas.
I know. Well, they're like stormtroopers. There's always more.
Yeah.
And they all got.
Wait, one of them was hiding in a barrel. Like,
yep.
I don't get it. How long has he been there? What's the point of hiding there? How does that help you?
I really don't think there's enough of a, speed.
Yeah.
To impale someone, but that's okay. Oh, I see. Right. So the whole purpose was to steal his truck.
And probably guns on it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. So they can. Yeah. Right. Because they're gonna blame him for all that, for losing the truck. Right.
Yeah.
Now, okay. This is awesome. So the chase scene that now follows, if you watch the things that they hit with the boxes and everything, right? They are so conveniently placed.
Yeah.
It is so obvious that these aren't just random boxes that they're, hitting. Like right, it's gonna be seen somewhere in here.
Whoa!
Holy crap!
Shit. I think
Nice. Nicely done. I mean, dude, this is real.
Just
real
glad the
stuff.
cart didn't explode.
Okay, so I think now it's coming up with the boxes. And again, this is him doing it, dude.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah. That's not him. You can tell. Oh yeah, right now I think. Yeah, you see that? Like,
wow.
look at that. That is so convenient.
Yeah, were they playing Jenga? I don't get it.
Like all these boxes
Yeah.
so conveniently placed. There's like no other boxes or anywhere, and just right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on,
Do
make
it.
make my day, punk. Damn, son. He's pulling off a Keanu Reeves from Speed.
Yeah, underneath the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna hide there now, because the guy thinks he's dead. He
So
killed
he's gonna
him.
See where he goes.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
And see what's happening.
So he's going to the Ninja Academy.
Basically. I love the nodding. It's like
Yeah. Words, we don't need those. We nod and grunt. Vamos, vamos.
Let's go.
The bad guy is surrounded by the same three beautiful women. It doesn't rotate them. I like that. It's like,
He's loyal. He's
this
loyal.
works. I'm sticking with it.
He's loyal to his mistresses.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess these are all the trucks they stole.
Yeah. Although I don't want to overanalyze it, but
No, please do.
so the main guy, let's call him the colonel, the
Mhm.
girl's father. He's in on it just for the money, I guess.
Well, they'll explain that. He actually, if I remember correctly, he actually wants to help the people there.
Yeah.
They'll talk about it, but it's
But I mean-
it's a bullshit explanation, to be honest.
If he allows the trucks to be stolen, after a while the superiors are gonna be like, what the fuck's happening there? They keep stealing your trucks full of weapons. It's gonna be.
Yeah, well, I mean, the explanation is, it's rebels. They've been doing it for a while, right? So, but yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, if he doesn't get the shit under control, they'll just replace him with someone else.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how long this has been going on, and I mean, he might not be aware of everything. I don't think he's aware of everything, right?
So now Mr. Dudikoff realizes they've been stealing weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Random extra shows up,
Hey, you. Oh, he's shot.
falls down, and dies.
Yeah. Yeah, why is he dead?
Yeah, I don't know. He barely touched him.
Yeah. And he was wearing a helmet, so it's not like he has a concussion or anything.
I mean, there's tons of action in this movie, man.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, and the movie didn't waste any time. Just
No,
got right
no.
into it. I think most movies should be 90 minutes long. That's just make it work with 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. I haven't seen the Justice League movie. Don't tell me. But some people are saying that it's actually supposed to be 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours,
Yeah.
and it got cut down because they didn't want to make the same mistake they did with Batman versus Superman.
Mm.
But because of that, the story doesn't feel as it doesn't float,
Yeah.
whatever, flow. Thank you, as it should, right? So it all depends. I mean, I think most stories are 90, 100 minutes.
Yeah.
But whatever the guy just puts him in the garbage
Yeah,
bin.
it just fits in perfectly too.
Yeah. I mean, whatever the story is, that's how long it should be.
Mm.
I think the length of this movie is fine. And also, what I like about it is they don't waste too much time on his backstory.
No.
They tell you the basics.
They tell it to you as you go along.
Yeah.
Which is the best way to do it.
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing that doesn't make sense is the convenience factor of him coming back to the same place where his master is.
Yeah.
That's just a little too convenient for me.
Yeah.
We must stop him.
He's asking, is that the American? Like, have you seen him? Does he not look American?
So now he sees his master again, but doesn't know who he is. He gives him a riddle.
Yeah, why not just say it? Like,
Because it's more mysterious this way. Go into the creepy bush.
Well, he just disappeared.
Well, he's a ninja.
Yeah.
So hang on, but that's another thing though. He's a Japanese soldier.
Yeah.
But yet he's also a ninja?
Well, I mean, he trained as a ninja.
In the Japanese army? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that like a Section 37 of the Japanese army? The ninja?
It's their special forces. Could be.
I love the dude's star. It looks like a tattoo, right?
Yeah, it's a tattoo.
It is a tattoo, yeah.
It's also called a job repellent. It avoids any resume. Good luck.
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna get any jobs as an accountant with that one.
It was the precursor to the teardrop tattoo.
He's seen the missile. So now this is where you find out that the Sarge has been in on it. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, actually, you kind of figure that out when you see them in the restaurant.
Yeah.
But now you definitely know. So now Armstrong is back. And they think that he stole the truck and they're going to arrest him. Which I guess it makes sense. I mean, he's already got a shitty record.
Yeah.
I love the names. Joe Armstrong and Curtis Jackson.
So manly.
Pure manliness. Now this guy right here, he actually looks like the sergeant character in the second movie. Mm-hmm. He's not, but he looks like him. Mm-hmm. It's the 80s mustache.
Which everybody's rocking.
Yeah. Man, look at that chest hair in that dude. Like, it's poking out of his shirt, man. Yeah. So this is now where you find out that he's obviously being set up. Mm-hmm. And Curtis Jackson wants to help him. I think the guy's name is Steve James.
Who?
The Curtis Jackson, the real the actor.
Oh. I thought that was his actor's name, Curtis Jackson.
No, Curtis Jackson is his Curtis Jackson's his character name.
Oh. Didn't he call him Ace? One of the guys?
Well, maybe, but it's just probably just a nickname. Yeah, it's Steve James. Yeah.
Steve James.
And the girl is Judie Aronson.
Gorgeous.
I'm looking it up on IMDb as we speak. Technology. Love it. Zero preparations went into this audio commentary.
You're welcome. All two of you.
I mean, honestly, all the actors were. I think they were all cast. You know, they all make sense for the roles that they're playing, right?
Yeah, I mean and it's all well acted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's definitely cheesy B movie things in it, but
Yeah.
it's also a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. So I guess the bad guy is supposed to be a Japanese ninja.
I guess. I mean, it could be like Japanese people in Okinawa, like they're much darker, so it could be from there.
Mm.
I'm curious though if he is actually Japanese.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't know.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Tadashi.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, never mind. There's two Japanese.
So there is 2 Japanese people in it. That's legit. Okay.
All right, we take back.
I'll take back the statement. Well, but all the other movies they don't have Japanese, so that's still legit.
Well, let's just focus on one at a time.
So he's now starting to remember his training.
And he's doing something with his hands to help him concentrate.
Well, it's the ninjutsu focus thing, hand gesture.
So you can't do it without the hand gesture. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, well, it's like yoga. You get to get into a certain pose
That's
to
true.
do the proper exercises. According to canon films.
Yeah.
And their version of ninjutsu.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this scene, it's really nicely done.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is the guy, though. He looks like him.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so there is blood.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but there is.
I like the fact that he's using different weapons too, not just a sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. He can pick a lock.
Yeah, I mean, his suit basically is, it's like a Batman utility belt. He's got weapons all over the suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
Smoke grenade.
Which I don't know why,
Yeah.
because there's no one there. And he pulled off a Spider-Man and he's hiding on the ceiling?
Oh, don't spoil it. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he actually? He's not behind there. Oh, he is. Never mind. It's like the only place he could hide.
Yeah. I like how they give you some privacy in this prison, in this prison cell.
Yeah. I like the camera angles here.
Mm.
Why is he hunching over when he's running?
It's more quiet this way.
Is it?
This is what I've learned in video games. If you
Oh,
crouch
okay.
and walk, it's quieter. The enemies can't hear you.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, man, the production value is just amazing.
Some real tanks.
Yeah. Hi-ya!
I guess you don't have the same strength unless you yell. That's why they keep yelling.
Well, I guess it gives you an adrenaline shot,
Yeah.
It's like every time I have to do laundry. Ooh, folded. Yeah. Gets you through it all.
Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. So wait, why is that? What is that? The stick that he grabbed.
Yeah, some sort of stick.
But why would it be there? Conveniently
No, I
placed
think
on a
that's a
tank.
stick to put up a ladder or pull it down.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Man, this is a movie that could be remade.
You know what? I wouldn't mind it as long as it's done. But you know who has to do it though?
Who?
I can't remember their name, but the studio that made London Has Fallen and Olympus Has Fallen.
Okay.
Because those guys are actually ex-Canon employees.
Oh.
Yeah, so they took the Canon philosophy of making, you know, action flicks for, you know, on the cheap, but, you know, making solid movies.
Yeah.
And I think, I could be wrong, but didn't they do the Ninja movie? Because, you know, there's the
Ninja
two.
Assassin.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's two kinds. There's the Ninja Assassin, and then there's the, I think it's just called Ninja, and then the sequel Ninja Shadow something.
Could be, yeah. Not sure.
I could be wrong, but I want to say they did that one. So if they did it, I think that would be great because it would have that feel of the original. Mm-hmm. And if they're doing it, they gotta bring Michael Dudikoff back somehow. Yeah. Don't make him the ninja, but bring him back.
Small,
yeah,
small part.
Yeah. Because that's one thing that is really a shame. His career never really took off, right? I mean, he never, you know, became one of the Van Dams, the Arnie's and the Slies, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which was just too bad because I think he could have. And he should have been asked to be part of the Expendables. I mean, he should have, man. I watched an interview with him, and he said that, no, they never asked me, but, you know.
I'm sure he would have done it.
Oh, yeah, he would have, absolutely. Well, isn't the fourth one still in talks? It's kind of on and off.
The third one didn't make any money.
Well, it wasn't. It was bad, yeah. It was not a good movie. So this is now when Curtis Jackson and whatever the daughter's names, the character name is, when they're trying to help him. I mean, this is the one part where you go, I know.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like even if none of them know that he's involved in it, the father, but you know he hates his guts. Why on earth would he help him?
Yeah.
You know, this is the one part where I get her thinking it because she's naive, but I don't know why the two of them go along with it. You know? You honestly expect me to believe this cock and bolt story? I love Curtis Jackson, man. I love it in movies when they say, we went through the war together. Which one? Just, can you specify? Hello, it's the Colonel. I'm calling on my 1985 phone. Could you patch me through the operator?
And a pizza, please.
Thank you kindly. Yes, I accept the charges. Thank you.
$14,000. Wow. One phone call and there's an investigation going on.
Yeah, I don't think they had a union back then.
Yeah.
Because HR department would not be cool with this. Wouldn't it be funny if they just, you know, broke in the door and just smashed the place?
Dude, I live here.
So this is obviously now when you realize Daddy cannot be trusted. And he betrayed them.
Patricia, that's her name.
Patricia, right? That's right. Now the cool thing though is, if you obviously haven't seen the movie, you still don't know that the dad is actually involved, right? So there's a bit of a suspense there.
Is it true, Joe?
I love it. He just jumps out the window. Like, that is solid glass, man. You don't just fly through it.
It's breakaway glass.
Yeah. And there's wood pieces. Like, this is a solid wood, man. I love that.
Sorry. Kicks the gun out of his hand. Sorry, I didn't mean to. This is a reflex.
Action. Jam-packed. Yeah, you can tell this is poor man's process. I mean, dude, there's one action scene after another. This movie does not let go. It doesn't slow down. I love this. He actually...
He's gonna throw him out.
No, he's gonna throw him out. He actually does that. I mean, what kind of an idiot does that?
That's intense.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
like,
this one shot. They look like they're going like 10 miles an hour.
looks like those things at the carnival. Those bumper cars.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Whoa.
I expect. Okay. Watch this now. Yes, it will.
Oh my god.
The guy was crawling, man. His speed was
10 kilometers an hour.
Oh, dude, at the most. Was that like 6 miles an hour?
This is the shittiest designed car in the world. It explodes upon light impact, light touch.
Is this an East German car? I mean, what is this shit? So now is when you find out that Daddy was involved. So now they're going to give you the explanation.
Now the ninja comes.
It kind of takes the mystique out of it when a ninja comes out of a limo.
Yeah. Only first class. Yeah. Oh, did you see the John Wayne picture?
Oh, yeah.
John Wayne.
Look at the bling bling on the fake French guy. I'm going to call him the fake French guy.
Yeah.
Look at the chest hair, man. Button up, dude. So there you go. Now you find out what's going on. So obviously the dad has his doubts. Mm-hmm. So, it's their way of redeeming the character, which I really don't think works. I think they should have just made him to be, just the bad guy.
Yeah,
He's selling out, and, which makes it even more heartbreaking when the daughter finds out.
Mm. Oh, look at the stereo on the ground. You see
no, is that a stereo?
I think
Holy
stereo.
crap. I thought it was like a radiator of,
No.
heater. Damn.
It's the Philippines. They wouldn't need a heater. Never gets that cold.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's true. Holy crap. Yeah, see, people are trying to help. How you... So I guess what, the way they're trying to spin it is they're stealing the weapons to help rebels
against the communists.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I get it, but still, you're like, you couldn't tell that the fake French guy is a creep.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't tell that he's not going to do the right thing. I mean, come on.
Four. Holy, he's like Mr. T.
I know. Yeah, this is the only part of when it comes to the plot. Well, this and like I said, the fact that they reunited Joe Armstrong and his master.
Mm.
Those two things, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not buying.
Does Dudikoff, does he ever get into the ninja outfit?
He does, yeah. It's only in the last 10, 15 minutes, which is funny because the story is originally Chuck Norris was supposed to play the part, but he refused because he didn't want to be wearing the mask, right? Now, I don't know if the earlier versions of the script had him wear the mask, for most of the movie, because if you watch the movie, Dudikoff is only wearing the mask for, like I said, 10, 15 minutes. So, Chuck, you made a mistake, baby. You could have been the American
Chuck Norris
ninja.
Doesn't make mistakes. Mistakes make Chuck Norris.
Did you see the meme that showed Chuck Norris? Back in the day when the whole Pokemon craze was happening, 5 months ago, and there was a picture of Chuck Norris catching some Pokemon, whatever it's called, with a landline.
Yeah.
And the action continues.
How much is left of this movie?
It's almost over. What do we got? 20 minutes. Yeah.
Feels like a lot has happened in
it
75 minutes.
It's 90. It's 95 minutes,
Yes,
right?
so far though. I mean, right now the running time is 75.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, it's a jam-packed movie, man. Absolutely. But it's not. Again, it all makes sense, right? It flows nicely. So this is now when the master's gonna take Joe to his back room, and it's basically what it does, and he's gonna explain to him what he did to him when he was a child. Hey man, it's literally what's going on.
Oh,
they're drinking some tea, having some, chit chat.
This is where the movie stops for two adults to have a tea session and reminisce.
It does feel like a different movie all of a sudden.
There's a bit of a pedo vibe to it.
So he taught him when he was a kid, right?
Makes sense.
But so why was he there?
We don't know.
Yeah.
He probably, I don't know. Somehow he ended up on this island. Maybe he was there with his parents. His parents died.
Now, is this the same island that they're on?
You were just a baby when I first found you. Oh.
So okay, so it is the same island then.
I conditioned your body. Oh my god, dude. Do you hear yourself?
So it is the same island then.
I don't know.
I mean, they never specify, but it would make sense.
It would make sense.
Yeah. And then there was the explosion, which I think it was just construction work. Yeah, there was just
they're creating a road or a bridge or something.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing, though, is why did they bring him to the States? He didn't have any papers. How did they even know he was American?
Well, he didn't look Filipino.
Well, he could have been Canadian. He could have been Australian.
Maybe the company building it was American, so they were like, we'll take this on ourselves.
That's some pretty loosey-goosey immigration explanation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shuriken.
Now, okay, so now he's dressed in a ninja outfit. So for all we know, this is like 2-3 hours later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks like he cleaned the place and maybe vacuumed,
Get some more tea.
Yeah. So the only explanation we don't know is, the history of Michael Dudikoff, of Joe Armstrong, right?
Yeah.
Which is sad because they never go into that in the sequels.
It's weird. Yeah, you think that's something that would have gone eventually.
Yeah.
Ninja magic.
So this is ninjutsu. The ability to appear invisible. I love this. I have told you 2 things. You are now ready. Go kick ass. Black Star Ninja. So is that like black belt?
I guess.
Ooh. It's a little extreme. He must die. Okay, look at that logo, Ortega. That is like the shittiest graphic design work ever. Come on, man. Put some work into it.
Again, so many ninjas throughout the day.
Yeah. So basically, this all took place during the night. Because it was night when he started talking to him and all that, and now it's the day. So it's basically like no retreat, no surrender. Yeah. When the ghost of Bruce Lee teaches the kid in one weekend how to become this karate master.
Oh, he's going to be joined by his dad.
Well, he doesn't really fight, but he does a few things. So they're selling the weapons to the creepy bearded guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In exchange for money.
I figured.
In case you haven't picked up on that. I love the intense stare the guy gives him.
Personally, I would rather have somebody wire the money to me than give me a suitcase of money. Seems like,
Well, I mean, if you, I highly doubt they're going to report this money to the
I have to pay taxes on this.
The guy's filling out the paperwork for Internal Revenue Service.
Should maybe just say it's only 1 million instead of 4. You can save some money on the taxes.
Yeah. Along with the receipts for all the deductions.
Yeah. 18 bullets were shot throughout the day.
We had 15 lunches when we were discussing how to take over the island. Look at the intense stare of the bad ninja.
Of everybody.
Yeah.
Have your girlfriend here. Actually, we're just seeing each other. We haven't labeled it. We're just going to see where it goes.
She's like, whoa. Hang on. He only bought me dinner once. Slow down. The two guys are going, can we get our shit and just go? Yeah, see, this is now the first time when he's actually in the mask.
Like, the ninja jumps back to grab her. Like, you could have just taken a step back. Like, just so unnecessary. Yeah, no, don't shoot him. Just, kill him hand by hand.
Kill him and take your turn, one ninja at a time. Blow some smoke up his ass. That's how you do it. Yeah.
Father, son.
Now, I don't think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the actual actor.
No, probably not.
I mean, really, when you think about it, this is one of those movies that really doesn't need a sequel. It's a standalone movie.
Or 4 of them. I like how they gave those guys the red, what do you call it? Like the dad is wearing like red pants and Dudikoff is wearing like a red thing belt.
Yeah.
Just to distinguish them.
Well, you have to somehow, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, and even the bad guy, does he still have the red on his inside his mask?
I'm not sure.
There's still a bit of a red. I mean, basically, the stormtrooper ninjas, they all look alike, right? Yeah. There's no distinction. No, he's not wearing a mask, right?
Well, he's got red signs on his shirt.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
There's all these people with guns around them.
I wonder if
whoa, hold on.
Yeah, I know,
just fucking disappeared.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Wow, okay. I don't remember that.
Well, there is one, I don't know. Okay, so his master's now dying, and he's gonna go in hyper mode now.
Oh, here comes Jackson.
Yeah, but look at this guy.
He's
yeah,
Action Jackson.
he is Action Jackson. Oh, dude, he should have been Action Jackson.
So, is the father's dad coming here as well, or?
I think so. Yeah, he's gonna be there. Because again, they needed to make him a hero.
Yeah.
So pretty sure he's gonna be there.
Full out war.
I mean, it's cool. You got the two sides when it comes to the good guys. You got Michael Dudikoff, the ninja, and then you got the military, right? And it all works nicely. Yeah, you see inside his mask, he's got a little red. Yeah, there's Daddy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, man. Like, why was Steve James not an action hero on the level of Jean-Claude?
I think, but he died pretty early.
Well, that's true too. Yeah,
didn't have a chance.
Damn, dude, look at this guy. Look at
Let me go
You
across
see the
the
guy?
board. Yeah.
I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take my time when I fall down.
People
I
just
love
are
this
waiting
shot,
their
dude.
turn.
Like, this is Commando right here. Beautiful. Damn, look at his eyes, man. That's intense shit right there. I wonder what the Japanese letters say.
Yeah.
It's probably a sushi takeout menu
Yeah.
or something.
Spicy tuna roll. California roll.
Hey, that's that creepy guy. The one who was in diapers. Remember he was drumming?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy.
Still not wearing a shirt.
This turns into that American Ninja or American Warrior or Ninja Warrior
Yeah.
competition. Like, holy, he has fire coming out of his. Wow.
Yeah, they are pushing it a little bit with the weapons.
It's like the movie gets more supernatural as it goes along.
Well, in the second one, he only does it once, but the bad ninja, he actually he fires a laser weapon.
Oh boy.
First, he fires a shotgun, which is a big no-no. You're a ninja.
Yeah.
But then, actually, I don't know if it's him or one of the ninjas. Somebody actually fires a laser weapon.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They only do it once, thank God. But it's one of those moments where you go, okay.
Oh.
No need to do that.
Yeah.
He could have just
Literally.
walked.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
Oh, man.
Next. So you
I
shoot the
love
guy who's supposed to buy your weapons.
Did you
How does
see that?
Yeah. But how does that help you?
Well, I mean, he's still got the money.
That's true.
Now he's got the money and the weapons, and he's gonna die. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the bad guys are in two camps. You got the ninjas on one side, and then you get the gardeners on the other side, because they all look like they're supposed to be mowing the lawn or something. Yeah, there you go. You got
This guy's had like a Batman utility belt.
He literally is Batman. Ooh. No need to do that. He could have just walked off street.
It's
like,
right
take two steps. Take 2
you're
steps
right
to
next
the
a
right.
chimney. I know where you're going.
You listen to me. I'm going to take the money. I'm going to take your daughter. And there's nothing you can do. Something's going to happen. Shit's about to hit the fan. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he gets killed. The battle on the rooftop.
Wait for the ninja. That's loyalty.
Well, he's just afraid, probably. He's
Yeah.
the only one who can protect him. Unnecessary backflip, but that's okay. Oh, dude!
Oh,
I totally forgot about this.
there's a laser.
Okay, there you go. So there's a laser here, too.
Oh, it is the 80s. They had to have lasers.
Oh, they had, yeah. Hey, man, at least there's no shark with a laser attached to his
Yeah.
head. That jumps out of the water.
That's happening soon.
Deadly piranha. I mean, I'm starting to see why they cast Dudikoff, because, I mean, it's his eyes that sell, you know, when he's the ninja.
Mm.
And he does it, man.
It's amazing, though, how much taller he is than the Japanese guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He got him. Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, it was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was like,
He should have killed him on the rooftop, and
yeah, not in the water like that.
yeah. I love this. He's just hanging there. Okay, the guy's got a gun. He's right in front of you. Do the math. There you go. Of course, he's going to miss him because he is 2 feet away from him.
Yeah. Holy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, he lost the gun. What is he gonna shoot the helicopter? Wait until they get off.
Well, okay, what is Joe supposed to do?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't it make more sense to kick the bad guy out? Oh, yeah, that's right. They're going to jump in the water. Which might be a little...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, on the rooftop. Ah, that makes sense.
On a.
Oh, dude, did you see on the roof
mattress,
there?
yeah. Boom. That makes sense.
Come here, baby. I am going to carry you. Okay, now we're going to jump 3 stories down. Don't worry. He's just gonna...
Whoa.
Okay.
No way.
She would literally die.
That's some trust. Yeah.
There you go. So he wore the mask for what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Suck it,
Reason.
Chuck Norris. Suck it.
Should have done it, Chucky.
Oh, look at that close up. Yeah. Do.
That's it.
Yeah, baby.
Well, that was fun.
So that's it, guys. That's our audio commentary. Stay tuned for more. Shall we do the second one next time?
We'll see. We'll find something.
Okay, we'll find something. Stay tuned for more. Also, I will probably do a review of the Blu-ray set for the American Ninja or something like that. I'm not letting go of the American Ninja just yet. I'm emotionally connected. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, and have an awesome time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.